And welcome, this is Dan French here. I'm in studio with Chuck. It's Krulsawat from Simply Vegas. This is LV Home Experts, the show. I'm also in studio with Brett Jenny. Brett, what's going on today, buddy? How you doing?
I'm doing all right, man. Just kicking on a Saturday.
Good to be back. You know, we got a lot of stuff going on. This is a real estate and financing show, and we're going to talk a lot about what's going on in the real estate market here in Las Vegas. Chuck, you got any news for any of the audience out there about what's happening in Las Vegas right now with real estate?
Well, before we can get started, if you guys have any questions, you guys want to call into the show, go ahead and call in at 702-257-8396.
All right.
As far as what's going on, you know what's crazy? I drove down the strip last night. It was slightly busy, not like how it normally is busy, but I noticed that the crowd, there's no social distancing whatsoever.
Oh, and you know what? I think it's gone now for the most part. I think with all of the things that's happened, you see a lot of people out there that are really not taking it serious for others. Mm-hmm. You know, everybody's got their opinion, right?
I almost got beat up last night too.
Oh, you did? What?
Dude, really? I'm driving, right? And pulling out with my truck, and you know how you slowly creep up at the light? So I happened to glance looking left, and there was this hillbilly, right? With this truck, and there was two dudes in it, and it was from Arizona. As soon as I looked over, I wasn't even looking at him. He goes, "What's up?" I was like, "Oh, sorry, sir." I'm straight.
Man, you always gonna fight, man. you always Chuck's always, looking and what do you call it? Observing? What is it?
Yeah, I guess so.
People watch?
It's I wasn't even trying to look at you. I was just you know how you just literally just turn around?
Yeah.
So it was perfect timing. We eye to eye, lock contact. I was like, bro, I wasn't even trying to do anything, man.
Do you cruise the strip?
Normally, yeah, I do.
Oh, you didn't yesterday though?
No, I did.
Oh, you did. Did you see?
That's how I got in that conversation.
Almost. Yeah, but did you see how?
Well, so my point is
rewind here.
Yeah, so my point is what I'm trying to get to is that last night it just seems like everybody's coming out now.
Yeah.
But everybody's really
aggressive.
Super crazy.
Aggressive. I just had that scenario at the lights coming here to the studio.
Really?
I look over, some guy's just looking right at me. He's like, "Sup?" I'm like,
hey, you know what?
Trying to go make some money, you know?
My girl was coming home from work and they crossed the street they had some people walking across the crosswalk.
Yeah.
She's waving. She's like, "Hey, what's going on?" Everybody's like, "Whatever." All of a sudden, you see people walking past. They had guns over their shoulder. I was like, "What the hell?" Yeah, they had guns over their shoulder.
Well, this place is the Wild Wild West.
I was just like, what?
Now it's all in full force.
Oh man, it's crazy. So, well, let's go. What's going on in Las Vegas right now with real estate? What's happening? What people want to know. You know, Brett, you just brought it up. When's the market going to collapse, Chuck?
No, nobody knows, man. You gotta have a crystal ball. Exactly. Everybody. Matter of fact, when I was coming here, a lady called me from Denver. She was thinking about doing a 1031 exchange on her home because she was like, the thing about it is everybody's saying the market is going to collapse. With everything that's going on with this coronavirus, didn't the market tank? Well, in the month of April, it dropped by 50%. However, home pricing has increased. A lot of people are moving, so, and you also have to understand the forbearance, right?
Oh, yeah.
Because she was talking about isn't there a lot of people that can't pay their mortgage and they're going to get foreclosed on? Well, think about this. If you have a forbearance until the end of the year and it doesn't even affect your credit, why would they even move?
Yeah, no, it's a good point. You know,
see what I'm saying?
I think it's something that you should take advantage if you have to, though.
If anything that I've noticed, less people have put their home on the market.
Yeah.
More people have taken it off. So actually the demand is actually more because there's less supply.
I got a question, Denise. Is this microphone? Are they clean?
She don't care.
Hey, I was just thinking about.
I'm back here working.
I was just thinking about this. Are these microphones clean?
You'll be quarantined.
That's the other department. Right?
Did you get your temperature check when you got in here? Because I got mine.
Talking to the Orleans, because our bowling league just got done. We literally just walked in, right, because I had to go get some money. And as you pass the security guard, they got these little infrared sensor things.
Yeah.
And it shows you your temperature. It was kind of crazy. So I was like, hey,
really?
Can I take a look at it? Wow. So the guy took me behind it, right? And as people are walking in, you can see everybody's temperature. And there's this little laser that focuses on the heads as you walk in. Wow. So I'm like, wow, this is getting futuristic.
People look at this, and what I get a lot is, people are like, there's a guy I was speaking to that's, he's actually from Europe. And he's like, you talk to some of my family back in Europe, and they're taking it real serious. And he's like, some of these people here, man, you go in casinos, and it's just like another day. You know, and it's just like, he's like, I don't see how they're not taking it this serious as Europe's taking it. You know, it's like, I'm like, I don't know, man. I don't really go to casinos, so I really can't, you know, say anything about that. But Brett, you go to casinos?
No.
No, you don't gamble?
No.
I thought you'd be one guy that would be missing gambling, man.
I have other vices. Just not gambling.
So, what do you guys got going on with real estate right now? What's happening? I think a lot of people want to know what's going on with the housing market. Also, what's happening? Are prices kind of stagnated right now, or are we starting to go down and depreciate?
That's a very good question. So let's start off by the number of sales, and the data I have is for the month of May. So if we look for the month of May, we only closed 1,706 properties. But if we looked at like 2015, we actually closed in the month of May as 2,777 properties. 2016, 3,000 properties. 2017, 3,500 homes. 2018, 3,100 homes. 2019, 3,300 homes. So we lost about 50% of the market at that time. So obviously that was its peak when it tanked. But here's the thing though. The price per square foot actually gone up, all the way up to $176 a square foot. But the question is, why is the price per square foot going up?
Supply and demand.
Supply and demand. Isn't that weird? How that just works?
Yeah.
And a lot of people thinking this market is going to tank, but at this point, I don't even know what is going on. It's unbelievable.
Well, I think there's a lot of movement going on with rates too. So people are still like, hey, yeah, you know, they're not going back to work right away. But I get people all the time that says, look, I'm going back to work in a week or two. You know, please hold my spot. I got the application. I want to get a loan, or I want to get a refi or something. Yeah. And it's because they know rates are low.
Last clients calling me right now wanting to buy investment properties because the rates are so low.
Yeah.
What was the last rate you locked in?
I mean, it was for an 800 plus credit score, but it was like high twos.
Still too high. any 1%ers out there?
Why don't the bank pay you and they'll get you a loan? They'll get you a loan.
That's a good idea. So we're just having fun. This is not real.
Like oil.
Oh man. So, you know, you look at what's going on with the housing market. Where's the hot spots? If there are any places right now with new homes, you know, you got a lot of following with new homes, right? A lot of people follow you with that. So is that like the number one question is, where's the new spot coming up with new homes? Where is that happening at?
You know what? For some apparent reason, I even got a call today. Everybody always talks about Summerlin, but there are so many other great spots throughout the Las Vegas Valley. It just really comes down to exactly what is it that you are looking for, the type of neighborhood, the price point you are in as well. But I mean, if we took a look at Summerlin right now, obviously the price per square foot in Summerlin is $206 a square foot.
That's still high, right?
Dude, we went from, in April, from $196 to $206 a square foot. 41 days on the market. You know how many days on the market right now? 22 days.
What's the price per square foot now?
The price per square foot is $206.
Yeah, I believe it, man. I was looking at single stories for an investor today, 1,300 square feet. Wow. And I don't care what part of the city. I mean, things are coming in. The single stories are coming in at probably $215 to $226 a square foot. Not even in Summerlin.
So like Vegas, and if you compare Vegas to Summerlin, like obviously Summerlin's a lot more desirable.
Well, let's talk about the whole Las Vegas Valley in general. Okay. So if we take a look, the median price point for a home is $325,176 a square foot. Average days on the market now for a home is only 19 days. But if we break it down by areas like, you know, the west side, the east side, all those numbers are going to change, and it's going to fluctuate, and also that what's going to break down based upon the neighborhood, the community too as well. So there is a lot of moving parts. But now if we take a look at the financing part, financing consideration, and this should also be important, 11% are cash buyers, 50% are conventional buyers, 22% is FHA buyers, and 17% are VA buyers. So what this tells you is that, hey, the market is not tanking, and if you have cash, it doesn't mean that you can't come out here and beat up the seller. It is case by case, right? Depending on the seller situation. You always got to be at the right place at the right time too as well. So, you know, again, it's case by case basis. However, where I'm starting to see where you're going to get a lot more bang for your buck is really North Las Vegas, $153 a square foot.
North Las Vegas, huh?
The city of North Las Vegas. But a lot of people don't like the city of North Las Vegas. It gets criticized a lot, but there's so much new development.
You know, I just had this question with somebody else that's a real estate agent, and she said, you know, it's doing well. You know, I mean, North Las Vegas,
most of North Las Vegas is new.
Yeah, look, there's going to be bad spots and good spots. The reason why Summerlin, I think, that gets so much you know, publicity or so much, really everybody's desiring it, is because they look at Summerlin and they look at the pictures and they look at everything's relatively new. You know, downtown Summerlin, we've talked about.
Howard Hughes Corporation has done an amazing job marketing Summerlin. Amazing.
Absolutely.
I don't like Summerlin. Do you like Summerlin?
No, I'm not a big fan.
You said you do or don't?
I don't really care too much.
I live there. I love it.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all preference. For me, it really just comes down, and I talk about this with all my clients. You have to figure out what is your lifestyle. Mm-hmm. What is it that you're looking to do? Where are you going to work, right? Yeah. What type of community you are looking for.
Yeah.
And I talk about this all the time. Like, I live in central Las Vegas. I literally live probably less than 100 yards from the Las Vegas full